The whole point of that post was to do the feel, felt, found method and to use a story. And so what we need to do is we need to go through and we need to have a story of how we can use that specific story of that specific customer that we have in mind to answer the objection, because there's two different ways to answer the objection, right? And that's what we talked about last week. And I want you guys to apply this shit. Instead of just saying, like, for example, let's use this one right here. I can't afford it, right? There's you just being combative and saying, well, you're already spending money on Google Ads. And then there's the way of being like, yeah, I feel you, feel, felt, found. I feel you. That's exactly how Russ felt. Then he remembered, he's like, oh yeah, I'm already paying $800 on Google Ads. And so what he found is that he actually was going to be spending just a hair more with me, but he was going to be getting completely exclusive leads. See what I did there? Is instead of being like, yeah, but you're already spending money on Google Ads, you dumbass, I'm saying, oh, it wasn't me that said it. It was Russ. Russ, the business owner, is the one that said, oh, he was. So it's kind of like a roundabout way of saying it, but what it does, it accomplishes a couple purposes. And guys, if you haven't seen this, go back last week. Go watch this shit. Lincoln Hunt is on here. Lincoln will testify. This is one of the greatest things that you can use, one of the greatest tools you can have in your tool belt of using, and I call it selling through the neighbors or selling through the client. It's the feel, felt, found method, right? You use a customer, you use the story, you tell the story through them. And what it does is it breaks down the objection of trust, right? Because now you're showing them that, oh, somebody else said it, not you. Because of course you have a good one-liner. Of course you have a reason why I can afford it as the business owner. Of course, you have a reason why we should do your SEO. But when you use somebody else, it's completely different. Their guard is down. And it also accomplishes the purpose, as it shows the customer like, oh, this person has a lot of clients. This person has a ton of clients. So what we need to do, Russ, because I can go through and I can slay these objections. Like I have one-liners for all of these, right? But the point is, and that's why I wanted to do this, is how do we use the feel, felt, found method? How do we use that feel, felt, found method to overcome all the objections by letting the client's words, your other clients, their words overcome the objection instead of you overcoming the objection?